Today, the state of Florida acquired more than 2,100 acres for Everglades restoration. The land will create a natural link between the J.W. Corbett Wildlife Management Area and Jonathan Dickinson State Park. To date, Florida has acquired more than 20,000 acres of the conservation area. But this is just one of the many efforts to restore the Everglades. It is a huge task that will cost billions of tax dollars and take years to accomplish. Here's a look at why this project is so important. Beginning near Orlando and stretching south to Florida Bay, the Everglades is one of the most biologically diverse ecosystems on the planet. Thousands of species of marine animals and hundreds of species of birds and other wildlife coexist in this vast wetland that once spanned 9 million acres. The remaining Everglades is 1/2 its original size. And what is left is bounded by dikes, crisscrossed by canals and levees. And its life-supporting water is managed by humans to meet needs for cities and farms. The heart of the Everglades is water. Sheets of it used to move unobstructed across the landscape, eventually flowing out to sea. But in the early part of the last century, many people wanted to get rid of the water and use the land for agriculture and development. Draining the Everglades was a major issue back in 1904 when Floridians elected a governor who pledged to drain the Everglades. It's still a major issue right now in 2004 for Florida's 43rd governor, who's leading an effort to undo the damage created by the policies of the last century.
And even during tough budget times, not one penny has been lost to the restoration of the Everglades. In fact, we've accelerated funding to purchase land faster than what was anticipated.
The Everglades Restoration Plan is a 30-year outline to put the pieces of this ecosystem back together. About half of the $7.8 billion price tag is from the federal government, and about a third of that is to go to buy new land.
Having reassembled the land, we are able to move forward with a project that will basically fill in the canal, grade down the roads, and create a sheet flow to bring back the natural vegetation, the cypress that was here 100 years ago.
Symptoms of the need for Everglades restoration are right in our own backyards, even on our beaches. In time of excess rain, water releases from Lake Okeechobee have been blamed for fish die-offs and algae blooms in estuaries and coastal areas. During dry season, demand for water often exceeds supply, raising the very real fear that one day there may not be enough water to go around.
It took us 160 years to mess up the state of Florida. It's going to take a little while to get it fixed back and come up with new technologies, new science, new ways of doing things, and having people willing to try those new methods.
Everglades restoration relies on new technologies and practices to capture, store, and deliver excess water in the wet season for use during the dry season. Practices that will ensure adequate water for human needs and for the environment, but will also eliminate the need for harmful freshwater releases to the estuaries. Everglades restoration also has major water quality components that require cleaning urban and farm water of harmful pollutants before it enters the Everglades. During our weekly Everglades segment, we'll be looking at all facets of restoration and the people involved in and affected by Everglades restoration. NBC2 News has made a commitment over the next year to look at how your tax dollars are being spent for the Everglades Restoration Project. We're teaming up with South Florida Water Management to bring you these weekly stories to show you places and take you places and projects that will ultimately restore the Everglades.
NBC2 Meteorologist.